All right, guys, good morning. Welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've got something out to you guys. I apologize. The weather has been absolutely terrible. It pours rain one day and it's partly sunny the next, but it's a mud hole everywhere. It's just nasty. So today is actually the second day in a row where it's pretty sunny today. It's going to be a little cool, but the rain has stopped, and my ability to get down here and be a little productive is definitely stepping up a little bit. So I'm down here between cabin 1 and 3 right now, and I'm working on doing some tree work. But yesterday afternoon I was working on stuff in the driveway. Wait till I show you that as well. So there's quite a bit going on. But let me show you what I just found out down here. Okay, so like I said, I'm between cabin 1 and 3. This is cabin 3 here, and then cabin 1 is over there. If you remember, I was talking to you about dropping this dead oak that was up here, and that's the stump of it right here. And then I've got this pine here I want to drop as well. But let me show you what's going on with this oak here. So I figured it was just going to have a dead, rotten center to it, and really just going to be waste. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Look at this here. So it is absolutely beautiful, and if you remember, I showed you the top of it, how there were no branches on it. It just looked dead and everything, and I think I found out why. So, but you can see this outer portion here is definitely starting to go. It is soft and mushy, but this inside portion is absolutely beautiful, and we're definitely going to be able to throw that on the mill and make something happen with it. But it's bucked up right now. I got these at 12-foot lengths. And come on down here. So right here, this is my last cut here. So I got two 12-foot sections out of it. And it all looks really nice. A little wonky right here. But obviously, once I get past here with that hard bend in it and stuff, I won't be able to use anything for that. This will most likely end up being firewood. But here is probably why the upper portion was dead looking, at least. So this portion here, you can see this crack in it right here. That crack is really, everything above that is where everything was dead and dead looking. So I think that crack, and you can see it didn't happen on the fall. It's pretty banged up inside. So I think that's why everything above that was kind of wonky. So, but that's okay. I mean, this whole section here, we'll make good firewood out of that. And then we'll put these two sections here on the mill and see what we can come up with. So now I'm going to work on this pine right here. We're going to bring this pine right down, basically on top of us here. Get that away from cabin 3. Well, that came down without any issues. So I've already got it limbed up down there. You can see all the limbs off each side. So since the chipper is down here, I'm going to just go ahead and chip all those limbs. I also have this smaller pine over here. I need to limb that and get those through the chipper as well. So you can see why I was a little kind of unsure about this area here. Because there is a stake that is right there. That stake is right there. That is about the corner of cabin 2. Okay, and the other stake for cabin 2 is right over there. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but this stuff was definitely leaning this direction. And, well, just something I didn't want to have to rebuild. So let me get these through the shredder, to the chipper, and we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Here we go. Well, I was standing over there getting the chipper out, getting it ready to go. Wouldn't you know, I heard a little birdie chirped on my phone, letting me know somebody was up at the house. So I go up to the house, and wouldn't you know it, there's a white truck in there that says Duke Energy on the side. We got power. That's exciting. I'm going to throw some pictures in here too. Just a guy in a bucket truck. Worked out great. Well, we just about wrapping it up for the day here. Let me kind of show you what's been going on. You just saw the chipper there. I just brought down, here was another decent sized pine that was over here. Had a pretty decent lean to it, but I managed to get it to come back this way. Again, I've got a nice open space here to kind of drop these trees in. So I was just chipping up all the branches I limbed off of that. So that's coming down. I still have probably 5 or 6. Like here is one, this big one right there. That's got to come down. And then there's 4 or 5 down in this area that I want to bring back this way as well, just to get them. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, see, so anything that's green up there, basically, it's gonna start coming down. So it definitely opens things up here, make it a little more, I don't know, feel a little better down there about that. Just not having those soft pines kind of swaying in the wind above your cabin. Let's see, what else did I do today? Well, I was down there between cabins 1 and 3. There was a pine I dropped down there, as well as that oak that was quite surprising. So I bucked those up, and then I chipped all those branches down there as well. But of course, the big news today was the electricity. Yeah, with that electricity finally getting run down there, it's really going to make building here come the spring much nicer, much easier to kind of handle, and won't be so damaging to my equipment, my chop saw and things like that were running off of that little generator. It really struggled, and you know, that's just not what you want to do with a decent piece of gear like that. So, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited that it's in, and it wasn't much of a hassle, I guess. I don't know. I didn't lose any sweat over it, so I guess it can't be that bad. Just frustrating at times. So, got to clean up. I have to buck this log that's actually right here. I've got to buck that up, get that to length, and then that's going to be it for the day. Tomorrow, rainy, crappy. Just so happens, as a buddy of mine pointed out, it just happens to be on a football day. But it's just the way it is. I would really rather be out here trying to get some stuff done, but it's just not in the cards. So we'll get this one log bucked up. We'll get the gear put away. We'll clean up. We'll get ready to do it again next time it's a clear day. As I just signed off with you guys, I'm up here cleaning up and everything, and I realized I forgot to show you what I did yesterday. So it stopped raining yesterday afternoon, and I needed something to do. So I figured I would start assembling the mill. And this is the point that I'm at here. I think this is still, I assembled it over here because I still, the story of my life right now, I still haven't been able to get enough good weather to where I can get the driveway and everything cleaned up. So where this is going to sit for its life is not ready, but here in the driveway I think is just fine, over here kind of out of the way. And once the pad and everything is ready for this to go, we'll just grab this and get it over there. It ain't light, that's for sure. This is all steel, and it's gonna take some effort to get it over there. So I told Rebecca to work on her leg muscles. We are gonna have a little bit of a chore getting it over there, but it's getting there, and it certainly wasn't difficult. I mean, this was like a paint by numbers type thing. There was just 1,000 bolts that seemed like had to go in. So each one of these you see here, okay, that's just these that are on this top rail here were just hand tight. But you can see just along this whole rail here, there's, I don't know, 75 on each side. Plus there was a bunch on the middle with the bunks and things like that. So most of these other boxes over here, these are all like, that's the engine over there, and this is a lot of the stuff for the carriage and things like that. And then here is where I had my little bolt station. I had all the boxes or the bags of bolts and everything sitting out here. So it certainly wasn't difficult. It was just tedious, you know, getting all those nuts and bolts together to put them in there. But like I said, it's my kind of project, a little paint by numbers. Okay, that's it. I'm serious. We're done. See you on the next one.